guys, welcome back to Bullying with Sam. Now in today's YouTube video, we're going to be talking about Russia, and more specifically, Russian banks and what's going on with the currency at the moment. Now, something to be thinking about as a precious metal stacker is what money in the bank is really worth. Now, that's a really broad general term, but the reason it's, I guess, tying into Russia today is because if you're Russian right now and you've left your money in the bank, you might not be too happy about it. So what I mean by that is Russia at the moment, obviously Russia and Ukraine, everybody's talking about that. What a lot of people aren't talking about though is how Russia has been in some ways cut off from the SWIFT global payment system. Now the US and the EU have decided that they're going to cut Russia off, specifically some Russian commercial banks, which is causing big ripples for the financial markets in all sorts of different ways. Now, the most obvious way is with the Russian currency. So, on Friday, the closing rate for the Russian ruble into the US dollar was 83 rubles per dollar on Friday. Now, by Sunday, the Russian government and banking authorities have come out and said that they'll transfer your rubles into dollars still at a rate of over 170 rubles to the dollar. Now, that's an over 50% currency devaluation over a weekend. So you can imagine if you were Russian right now and you had your rubles in the bank, you might be a little bit irritated at what's going on. I mean, imagine if everything you'd ever worked for, put away in the bank, saved up, was now worth half or less than half of what it was worth on Friday. Now, the reason I talk about this as a stacker is because if you held gold and silver in Russia, you wouldn't be affected by this. That is, if you only held gold and silver. And what I mean by that is the gold price in Russian rubles is at all-time highs. Now, it's not at all-time highs in dollars yet, but it's at all-time highs in Russian rubles. So, comparing the two situations, leaving your money in the bank account with a Russian bank and stacking gold and silver in Russia, in one scenario, you would have lost half of everything you'd ever worked for over the space of a weekend. And in the other scenario, well, you'd be at all-time highs in rubles. So that's just something to be thinking about when you're stacking gold and silver, is that what you're protecting yourself from is currency devaluation, inflation, but more specifically, currency collapse. When a currency loses half of its value over the weekend, you really get reminded as to why you buy gold and silver. Now, something as well that may alarm people is the lines at Russian ATMs at the moment, in that everybody's trying to get their money out of the bank. People are losing trust in the financial system. The currency is collapsing. The Russian stock market took a dive before they closed it for trading. All of these things that you think to yourself, I've got money, it's in a bank, it's in a stock, it's in the financial system somewhere, it's in a paper asset. That's great while it's going up, but if things ever turn sour, then by all means, you want some diversification from that. You want something that is outside of the banking system, and that's where gold and silver step in. As I said earlier, keeping your money in the bank, 50% devaluation over the weekend, gold and silver have held their value for over 5,000 years. So, in conclusion, Russia, SWIFT, currency devaluation, gold and silver, this is why we stack, is to protect ourselves from the banks and the government devaluation of the currency. And at a time like this, it's an easy reminder as to why we do this. For watching today, now if you found today's video informative or you liked it, by all means just leave us a like on the video. Also, if you've got any questions about what we've been talking about today, please leave me a comment. I reply to them all, so please leave me a comment. Also, by all means, press the subscribe button to the channel so that you can see my new videos when they come out. And if you click the little notification bell as well, then you'll be the first one to know when my videos come out. Thanks guys, have a good one.